Hola, ¿cómo está? Hello, my friends and family and students and those who I've mentored and those who have been following. Today is Friday, and I made this promise to the universe and to the goddess and to Dr. Pillai that I would post a new video every Friday that is focusing on the goddess, focusing on Dr. Pillai and his teachings. It's my offering to the world and to just honoring the goddess in my life. So today is week 4 of 52 weeks. And I want to just share a little bit of my thoughts and experiences with Dr. Pillai and who he is in my life. First and foremost, I know Dr. Pillai Baba as an avatar, as a very advanced siddha. So what is an avatar? An avatar is a luminous being of light that comes from the very center, the heart of the God I am that I am, to planet Earth, to do these, to help create this higher expression in humanity, to help with bringing these truths of who we really are. And many come, or there are those who come at specific times in history to literally shift the paradigm very dynamically, such as the man and the God being known as Yeshua, Jesus the Christ, and Maria Magdalena, Mary Magdalene. These were avatars, very advanced beings who decided to come and take human form. Now, there are different levels of avatars, different degrees of this expression. And so throughout humanity's history here on planet Earth, there are these God beings or these very advanced beings that come and take human form for our benefit, to literally create a masterful shift in the paradigm. So my experience with Dr. Pillai is that he's an avatar, and he comes from this Siddha tradition, this Tamil Siddha tradition from India. And in his lineage, they have a lineage of miracles. So Dr. Pillai, who I consider to be an avatar, comes from this Siddha lineage, and I'll be sharing more about that in future videos, from the Tamil tradition in India, where thoughts become form, where there are miracles that happen, and these are yogic secrets and traditions that have passed down for hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years. And so when you have an avatar who comes to planet Earth, born into that lineage, that Siddha lineage, where miracles happen, then we need to pay attention, because Dr. Pillai, he has hundreds of videos on YouTube sharing these teachings and mantras and chants to assist humankind in their own ascension, but first of all, you got to get rid of the suffering, the things that have caused us suffering. And so these mantras, these traditions, these chants, these meditations, these teachings, because of his ability to create very powerfully through his own physical form, people's lives change. People's lives change, and I'm a testimony to this. So when Dr. Pillai, who believes in the 200% life, by the way, very practical, scientific scholar, does a lot of brain research to back up the Siddha traditions, the yogic traditions. And so you have the 200% life, 100% practical research, science, and then 100% spiritual and yogic and mystical, and using these principles of sound, these principles of particles and waveforms and quantum physics, these principles of energetic frequencies, combining those two, you get a pretty dynamic result. So I consider Dr. Pillai not only to be this incredible scientist, incredible researcher, very advanced. If you knew what he was doing and where God has placed him in front of who he has placed him in front of, it's pretty profound to be a student of a master who's a researcher in brain science, who's a master in what happens when you use these phonemes and these sounds, what happens to the brain. And when that's happening to the brain, what happens not only to the intelligence, but the consciousness. There's so much more I want to share. I don't want to make long videos. But this is week 4 of sharing and my offering to Dr. Pillai and to the goddess Lakshmi. It is Dr. Pillai who introduced me to the goddess Lakshmi and to her mantra, and to how the mantra and honoring this goddess of wealth brings wealth into our lives. And what I always like to say, wealth is our divine birthright. Anything less is off alignment. And so let us get into alignment. Let us really choose our divine birthright. And the teachings of Dr. Pillai lead us right to it. So thank you so much for listening and receiving. I really am inspired by your comments, your likes, when you share, when you enter the dialogue. I'm inspired and I'm encouraged. And then more of the teachings go out. More of the teachings go out that help mankind, humankind, womankind at this time. That we really need the avatars to be here and share their wisdom and practical tools, practical things that work when there's an alignment with these higher frequencies of light. So please subscribe, share, post, comment, and be aware that every Friday I'm going to be sharing a little bit more on Dr. Pillai and Lakshmi, Oshun, Mary Magdalene, and how this energy and frequency has affected my life and has affected the lives of my students. I bless you. I give you blessings from the flowers I'm offering to Lakshmi. And I bless your families. I bless your money, your body, your well-being. And so it is. So it is.